This is Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Spiro Canton. Child abandonment is an issue that only gains public awareness many times after tragic stories have already made the news. This hour, we'll find out about an organization that is working to make sure no child gets left behind.
Bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Newsmakers. Child abandonment is a very emotional issue. This hour's newsmaker is Nick Silverio, founder of a safe haven for newborns, and he'll shed some light on the subject. You're really assisting a little-known Florida law that really doesn't prosecute people who really abandon their children in a certain amount of time after they're born, right?
Exactly.
And maybe you can elaborate on what that law is all about.
Okay, in July of 2000, the Florida legislature passed a law that allows a mother to leave a newborn child approximately 3 days old or less at any hospital, fire rescue station, or EMS station in the state of Florida. No questions asked if the baby's unharmed, totally anonymous.
Without prosecution?
Without prosecution.
Now, do many people know this law exists?
There's over 16 million people in the state, and we're trying to get the word out statewide, and we've got organizations, volunteer organizations in 40 of the 67 counties.
Now, your organization takes care of these children.
Our organization was created for public awareness to make the population know that this law exists.
And what do you do when a baby, let's say, is turned into an EMS station or a police station?
Well, our mission basically is to ensure that a baby is turned into a fire station or EMS station or hospital, and that's our goal. Our goal is to get the baby to safety.
Now, what's the alternative before you came along to tell people about this?
The tragedies that we read about frequently in the newspapers, babies being found in canals and dumpsters and in other disastrous places.
You know, as a parent, and I'm sure many parents are out there looking at this going, it's inconceivable that anybody would actually give up their child. But this happens, and what type of person actually does something like this?
Quite often the girls or the women are isolated. They feel all alone, nobody to turn to. They don't gain weight, they wear baggy clothes, and so they get detached from the pregnancy. And basically when they have the child, they have it at a time of crisis and they make the wrong decisions quite often.
And in the past, they just abandoned the child maybe behind some bushes or just didn't want anything to do with the child at all.
That's correct.
So what are you doing here as far as educating people? Have you made a difference?
Well, 19 babies have been saved so far since we've been doing what we're doing, and we're working with the fire rescue associations around the state. We're working with the hospitals and all the EMS. We've got materials, posters, flyers, brochures, little business cards that we give to the children to put in their wallets, and we're getting the word out. We have this information in all the 67 counties in the public school system in the state, and they have been very cooperative, so we're most thankful.
Now, you're trying to get these babies in the first 3 days. Why is that time so critical?
Well, it's critical, I believe, for two reasons. The legislature passed this law because of this. One, it's the most critical time in a baby's life, the first few days, and also mother's health. And also, they didn't want to promote abandonment. They didn't want to say that if a mother had a baby that 5, 6 months old that couldn't take care of it, to leave it, because there is other ways for the mother to leave a baby in the adoption process.
Now, you have something here you want to read that basically sums up what the philosophy of your organization is all about.
Well, what our philosophy basically is that we can all strive to do something to make our world a more kinder, gentler place to live. And we request and ask people to help us in our mission to save little babies' lives, the most innocent and helpless among us. We feel overwhelmed whenever a baby is saved, and we're feel blessed that we're able to make a difference in helping that life. And our philosophy from the beginning was if we save one life, all of our efforts would be worthwhile.
All right, thank you so much. This hour's newsmaker has been Nick Silverio from the Safe Haven for Newborns. I'm Spiro Canton. Thanks for watching.
The preceding has been a presentation of Comcast Newsmakers. And now, back to CNN Headline News.